Our first guest today is legendary former Imagineer, Tim Delaney. Tim, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here.
I had an idea to redo the Energy Pavilion. So this was a high-speed flying ride that went into the inner world. It went to the nano world, and you see we compress you in. And it was a ride that flew through that whole building. And I came down here and looked at the Energy Pavilion, and that building is enormous.
We have Don Dorsey and Mark Nichols.
I had brought a short clip to show you of what the Millennium might have been at Epcot had things gone according to the original plan. And this is what we call the crane show. When I saw this, I thought, I'll just wait this out.
So the tank is, it's 24 feet deep, it's 200 feet in diameter. Mm-hmm. The tank holds 5.5 million gallons, and there's another 1 million gallons in the life support system. So yeah, it was pretty complex.
Yeah.
But it made a great show, and we got a restaurant.
This is News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss of WDWNT.com. Please like this video, subscribe, and hit the notifications bell to make sure you never miss the latest from the Disney theme parks around the world. But here now is the news for November 2nd, 2022. The giant Christmas tree has been installed at the entrance of the Magic Kingdom in Town Square, along with other decor all over Main Street and throughout the park for the holiday season. As well, all sorts of new holiday merchandise can be found, mostly so far at just the Magic Kingdom. And things are looking holly and jolly in Adventureland as the Jingle cruise has returned once again to sail the Yuletide. You can check out our video right here on our channel. There's also a post on our website if you prefer photos. Gingerbread displays are popping back up at the Yacht and Beach Club, the Grand Floridian, and more. Of course, if you'd like to see the latest on all the decor going up, WDWNT.com is the best way to keep track of it all. The Mr. Toad popcorn bucket is now available at the Magic Kingdom. The bucket is being sold via mobile order. It can be picked up from the window at Pete's Silly Sideshow. It's listed on the My Disney Experience app as Magic Kingdom souvenir release, and signs guide guests to pick up to the pickup location and also offer a QR code to scan, which takes you to the mobile order page. You can pick up the bucket both inside and outside. Cast members are ready with popcorn buckets lined up on the tables to avoid another Figment bucket fiasco. The popcorn bucket is $30. It's part of the Walt Disney World 50th anniversary celebration in honor of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Attraction, of course, was a part of the opening day lineup of the park on October 1st, 1971. It closed to make way for the many adventures of Winnie the Pooh in September of 1998. If you come to our studio for News Tonight, we let people in the museum before the show. We actually have the big shield from the trophy room in the Walt Disney World edition of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. If you missed it, you come see it. The wheels of Mr. Toad's motor car on the bucket actually spin, and he looks to be enjoying his wild ride. Mr. Toad's iconic red car has golden trim and says Toady on the hood, and the back opens up for access to the popcorn, which comes packaged separately in case you want to keep your bucket in pristine condition. The removable strap is red and yellow diamond pattern with images of Mr. Toad. It looks like the shield that was in the ride. And as well, the Walt Disney World 50th anniversary logo. The accompanying popcorn is slightly fruity and very sweet, and there's a dash of salt from the popcorn underneath. The Mr. Toad popcorn bucket will be available through November 4th or while supplies last. There's also a limited time magic shot through Disney PhotoPass for those who purchase the bucket. The magic shot puts you next to Mr. Toad as he careens through the streets near Storybook Circus. PhotoPass photographer also adds a sign to Nowhere in Particular, which of course is from the song. It's wonderful. There's Jason. I love that photo of Jason Eric. That's going to be our company Christmas card this year, I think. Oh boy. Chip and Dale are now meeting and greeting guests in Tomorrowland at the Magic Kingdom for a limited time. The duo sporting futuristic outfits are expected to only be in Tomorrowland through Saturday, November 5th. Disney PhotoPass is not available for the meet and greet. Chip and Dale are wearing a sparking blue vest accented with silver piping. and the vests have piping straps on one shoulder. They also wear a silver headpiece that goes over one ear with a keypad and striped antenna. Don't quote me on this. I believe these are the costumes from Galaxy Search, and I am assuming 99.9% of you watching are going to have to look up what that was. It was a stage show at the Galaxy Palace Theater. Another thing you may need to look up. That ran for less than a year, I think, starting in '94. So, I don't know. I've always liked these costumes. Some people say they're a little cheesy. I think they're cute. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party starts next week, and now we have a full list of the food and beverages that'll be served throughout the after-hours event at the Magic Kingdom, but some items are also available during the day to regularly ticketed guests. At Anti-Gravity's Galactic Goodies, there's the Lock, Shock, and Barrel Sundae, which has festive vanilla cake, vanilla ice cream, strawberry topping whipped cream, and Christmas sprinkles with a Lock, Shock, and Barrel chocolate piece. There's the Sugar Plum Shake, which is spiced sugar plum soft serve topped with cherry syrup, whipped cream, and sprinkles. At Casey's Corner, there's a Holiday Dinner Dog, which is an all-beef hot dog with cranberry mustard, savory stuffing funnel cake, and cheese curds. Yeah, reminds me of Thanksgiving, sure. There's also the Christmas Tree Cake, which is red velvet brownie cheesecake with eggnog, buttercream, and spiced caramel topped with mini sugar Christmas lights. At the Cool Ship, you can get the Polar Bear Claw, which is a chocolate hazelnut pastry with white and dark chocolate. At the Friar's Nook, there's Curry Brat Tots. They're tots topped with chopped bratwurst, curry ketchup, and apple slaw. There's also the Tinkerbell Cream Puff, which is cream puff and compressed carrot cake topped with spiced cream cheese icing, spiced walnuts, and chocolate wings. At Golden Oak Outpost, you'll find the fried pork tamale served Christmas style with red and green chili sauces and queso fresco. There's also the Chai Caramel Freeze. It's salted caramel freeze with chai spiced whipped cream. At the Main Street Bakery, you'll find a cinnamon roll, which is Mickey Mouse shaped with white icing. And also a Mickey Mouse ornament treat, which is gingerbread mousse with crispy center, and a spiced almond cake with brownie crumble. At the Pecos Bill Tall Tale Inn and Cafe, there's the Texas-sized sweet potato pie. Baked sweet potato pie with marshmallow meringue and candied pecans. And also, Plaza Ice Cream Parlor is serving up the Peppermint Hot Fudge Brownie Sundae. It's peppermint ice cream, hot fudge, and candy cane pieces served on a brownie. They also have candy cane hot cocoa, which is hot chocolate with peppermint ice cream, whipped cream, and candy cane pieces. Sleepy Hollow Refreshments has a funnel cake sundae of peppermint ice cream, M&M's, chocolate candies, and hot fudge. They also have the Sandy Claus Peppermint Mousse Treat, which is white chocolate peppermint mousse with a chocolate fudge center, chocolate Santa hat, and Jack Skellington face. The Apple Cider Float is apple cider topped with a scoop of vanilla ice cream and sprinkled with cinnamon. At the Sunshine Tree Terrace, there's the Once Upon a Christmas Time Tart, which is chocolate and cranberry tart with chocolate Mickey ears on it. And at various carts throughout Main Street, you'll find the Christmas Cookie Churro, which is churro served with marshmallow cream, cookie crumbles, and Christmas sprinkles. And the Christmas Wreath Donut, a red velvet donut with green buttercream and holiday sprinkle decorations. Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party takes place on select nights between November 8th and December 24th, and some dates have already sold out. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Inner Globe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. In fact, your donations will go help us review all of that food I just talked about. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, access to our Discord community, and more. Special shout out to all of our WIGS members who make this show happen each and every week. Walt Disney World has released new photos of the updated scenes coming to Fantasmic when it officially returns on November 3rd. In tribute to the original sequence, which was removed, Pocahontas is painting with all the colors of the wind in the updated version. There's also a shot of Mulan getting down to business to defeat the Huns. And finally, we see Moana singing as she holds the heart of Te Fiti, answering the call of the ocean. There's also a short promotional clip they've put out, but nonetheless, we are actually, right after we record this show, Jake and I, we're going over to Hollywood Studios. We've been invited to the cast member preview of Fantasmic. We're going to go watch it. I'm going to stream it live. It'll probably be out by the time this show is released. If you want to watch the streamed version or a regularly filmed version, they're both up for you to enjoy. Check out the new Fantasmic right here on our YouTube channel. Earlier this week, the buffet returned for both breakfast and lunch/dinner at the Tusker House at Disney's Animal Kingdom. We, of course, went and checked it out. Be sure to read both the reviews up at WDWNT.com. There is also on Thursday, we're going to release a video of, it's another buffet doubleheader. That's right, I went in the same day again and ate 2 different buffets at Tusker House. So go check out that video on Thursday or read the reviews at WDWNT.com. A Sanford teenager was arrested for driving under the influence after he sped towards the toll plaza at Disney's Animal Kingdom this summer, frightening the cast member collecting parking fees. Sebastian Ángel Seguro Rivera, age 19, has pleaded not guilty to the misdemeanor driving under the influence charge, Orange Circuit Court records show. The situation took place on the morning of August 21st, according to the sheriff's report released this past week. There were other Disney visitors at the parking plaza when his alleged drunk driving occurred before 8 a.m. The cast member noticed Seguro Rivera's Toyota Sienna when he was 4th car in line. They described what happened next in the arrest report. Quote, once it was Sebastian's turn to approach the toll plaza, he began to speed as he was approaching a stop sign. She believed the speed was unsafe and put her arm outside in order to stop him. She stated when Sebastian stopped the car, she instructed him to lower the window so he could pay for the admission to the park. By the way, quick clarification, this for a parking fee, but sometimes, police reports, they don't know all the proper terminology, right? Anyway, the cast member stated that Sebastian looked at her eyes with his eyes drooping shut. They then stated that he looked forward, closed his eyes completely, and tilted his head forward. It apparently did not take long for the Orange County Sheriff's Deputy Andrew Nunez to arrive at the scene, probably because he was parked around the corner. You'll notice them always sitting there. Deputy Nunez described Seguro Rivera as having, quote, bloodshot, glassy, and watery eyes. Sebastian had trouble keeping his head up while he was in the car. Once Sebastian started speaking to me, I could smell the strong odor of an alcoholic beverage coming from his mouth. The smell grew stronger every time he spoke to me. I also noticed Sebastian had a slurred and thick-tongued speech, which made it hard to understand what Sebastian was saying. He told me he was working in downtown Orlando. However, I could see he was wearing a green wristband that is used to enter Orlando clubs as a guest. It is also used as a way to order alcoholic beverages at the bar counter. When I asked for his license, he was having trouble finding it when it was on his lap the whole time. I then asked Sebastian to step out of his vehicle. Sebastian was stumbling out of the car. I asked him if he was all right before he continued to stand. Seguro Rivera failed a sobriety test, surprise, because he kept almost falling and not following the deputy's instructions. Seguro Rivera later agreed to do a breath test, which showed his blood alcohol concentration measuring 0.142 or 0.141. In Florida, it's illegal to drive with a 0.08 BAC or higher, and Seguro Rivera is below the legal drinking age of 21, by the way. His Animal Kingdom day ended with his car towed, him going to jail, and Disney trespassing him from all of its properties. His next court hearing is scheduled for November 7th. His attorney did not immediately comment when we reached out. Disney Cruise Line has announced the end of the COVID-19 testing requirement for all U.S. departures beginning on November 14th. Disney Cruise Line will no longer require guests, regardless of vaccination status, to provide proof of a negative COVID-19 test prior to sailing. The company still recommends that all guests be fully vaccinated and encourages unvaccinated guests to take a COVID-19 test 2 days prior to sailing. Guests booked on sailings departing from the U.S. on November 14, 2022 through January 31st, 2023 may modify or cancel their sailing by November 13th without any Disney-imposed cancellation fees. Standard cancellation policies and terms and conditions apply for any cancellations or modification requests received on or after November 14th. The current policy through November 13th requires unvaccinated guests to provide proof of a negative test 1 to 2 days prior to departure. More information on the current policy can be found online. The testing requirement was removed for vaccinated guests back in August. This marks the end of one of the last COVID-19 policies for the Disney Cruise Line, period. Although they've yet to truly return post-pandemic, seasonal events were once the bread and butter of Tokyo Disney Resort, but it seems something special is coming to one attraction specifically this winter, the Haunted Mansion to be specific, and it's only the first installment in the still unknown Disney Story Beyond. Disney Story Beyond was teased on a new page of the Tokyo Disney Resort website this week. There aren't very many details on what exactly it is, other than it ties into the mansion's backstory somehow. A teaser of Disney Story Beyond reads as follows, quote, every area and attraction at Tokyo Disney Resort has a story to tell. Set in various countries and time periods with diverse characters, Disney Story Beyond takes you to a new world beyond those stories. For Haunted Mansion specifically, it reads, quote, this time the setting is the Haunted Mansion, where 999 happy haunts live. In the library of the mansion, there is a book that has been passed down from generation to generation. The book contains the record of all the ghosts and has been recorded over the years by those who work at the mansion. What is about to begin is the story of the ghosts recorded in this book. Now let us turn the spotlight on these mysterious people. Silhouettes of characters like the attic bride, the hitchhiking ghost, and Sally Slater, better known as the tightrope walker, appear at the bottom of the page with "coming soon" over them. Little else is known other than it will begin sometime in January. Of course, the Haunted Mansion is set to emerge from its annual refurbishment and the removal of Holiday Nightmare, its overlay, on January 25th, so the timing would be right. I'm very curious if this is just an online thing or is this something more? It could be very cool or it could be absolutely nothing. We'll find out. For the absolute latest on these stories and all those we didn't make it into today's show, be sure to check WDWNT.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next magical trip. The best part, their services are free. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying, enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Now, Jake, let's go see Fantasmic. I never unbutton the shirt, but I even got the Fantasmic shirt on. I'm ready.
Welcome to Deep in the Plus. Each week, join host Rob Whiteside as he and a panel of Disney superfans take a different movie or TV show from the Disney Plus catalog. They'll tell you its history, details, and give their review, so you'll know if it's worth your time. Current shows, classic movies, and everything in between. Watch Deep in the Plus live Wednesday nights at 9 Eastern for new episodes, or catch Deep in the Plus anytime on YouTube on WDWNT TV.